Bust a move, bust it,
We
or bust
finna
it, or bust it, bust it.
bust it like
We gonna
like
bust it,
bust it wide open.
bust
Bust
it.
it wide open, bust it
Bust it.
wide open, bust it wide open, bust it wide open. Y'all ready? Team on two. 1, 2. Team. Let's go.
I like the way you
And I'm trying to have a man fest. Call everybody.
on Rolodex.
It's an old school party. I invited everybody. 12 o'clock we getting started. We gon' party till the sun come up. Everybody's waving.
Baby, y'all.
Man, the dance floor's crazy.
Crazy, y'all.
Take a shot to my baby.
Yeah.
We gon' do it till the sun come up.
New day.
Spotlighter.
New way.
Moonlighter.
New view. New
You
you.
rider.
New day.
Spotlighter.
New view. New you. What we doing?
I'm staggering, I'm leaning, I'm falling, get me off the floor. I'm twisted, turvy, I'm lopsided, pour me to
Do
the
it.
door.
Goddamn. Girl, we like Gina
And
and Pam. House party folk, but we don't get to play. Where my girls at? What a motherfucking herb at? Cause I done pulled a G of liquor, energy, and sherbet. I'm sick of these niggas. Insidious niggas. But a party ain't a party without a gang of niggas. A white girl wasted in the spotlight, dancing on the table, Chris yelling out, shot time. You are not I. Eagle eye fly. Play chicken head. Get your pop eye. I'm trying to leave this motherfucker lopside. It's a house party. Take me outside.
It's a house party and I'm feeling good tonight. Well, you pop for me on the hood tonight. I'ma let you in this pussy in the woods tonight. You can do it anywhere. I'm a whoop tonight. Spotlighter, moonlighter. You can get this pussy, get your do-rider. Spotlighter, moonlighter. You can get this pussy, get your do. I'm staggering, I'm leaning, I'm falling. Get me off the floor. I'm twisted, turvy, I'm lopsided, I'm wopsided. Pump it to the door. It's a house party and I'm feeling good tonight.
Where you Popeye?
Be on the hood tonight.
I'ma let you.
In the woods tonight. We can do it anywhere. I'ma whoop tonight.
Y'all already know what time it is. Hey, look, before we go into the embarrassing bubbles, y'all put the camera on
Snap
y'allself. Y'all
on
looking
you.
extremely beautiful this morning. Y'all look like,
beautiful.
can I compliment my ladies? God damn.
I'm right there with you. I'm just singing back up.
Don't back
Scrap
me
it.
up on this one. Y'all
Alrighty.
look good today. Y'all look so beautiful. What's the deal? Why y'all glowing? I think headbands make women look younger.
Oh,
Fuck
it's definitely a facelift.
Y'all look so headbandish today, man.
Headbandish.
Let's go ahead and do what we came here for. We ain't even gonna play the whole song. I got a message we gotta get into.
I'm with the band.
Let's do it.
And now for the song of all songs by the producer of all producers, for the class of all classes, including the student of all students. Because she's the teacher of all teachers. Welcome to the show, all blue dot guys and gals. Bury your ass. It's time.
What time is it?
I feel the same.
I feel alive.
I feel alive. Expect.
I'm flying
I'm flying high.
No longer worry,
My
y'all.
life's a breeze.
My life's a breeze.
I stop resisting. You better stop resisting.
And let it come to me.
And never come to
What we doing, y'all?
I wake up in the morning, tuning into my source. I love his voice because it keeps me alive. And when the troubles of the world are bringing me down,
You just
I
do what?
just hop up on my bubble and fly.
Get your
Gotta
motherfucking
do
ass up, y'all.
Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to thee.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It
How
will
we
be
gonna do
given to
this?
me.
It will be given to thee.
Yes, y'all.
Oh,
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
oh, yeah.
I'm in the vortex.
On the
Green bubble, no trouble on another level.
Green bubble, yeah.
Everything I want was driven, black and brilliant,
That's
cocky.
That's
Man, no one can stop me.
And
What
country.
you doing?
Now,
What we doing, y'all?
I wake
Come
up.
on. Come on.
Voice
If you in a funky
Put
ass
your dick
mood,
in
my
it.
source.
you don't know
I
what
love
to do.
his voice because it keeps
This
me
class right
alive.
here, it'll keep
Ladies,
you
we
alive,
want you to
baby.
rub your
When
pussy
the
all over his
troubles
beard
of
right
the
now.
world are bringing me down.
All right, y'all. You
I
got the
just hop
instructions.
up on my
Go.
bubbles.
Get it. Get it. Rub
And
your pussy
dance
down
your
in it.
Smack in the
Bubbly.
face with your dick.
Bubbly.
Smack in the
Stop
face
my
with your
door.
dick.
You can't stop my door. Whoa, them bears and the bubbles. Bubbles.
Here we go.
Everything that I ever wanted will
Bubbly.
be given to
You
me.
can stop my door.
It will
Well,
be given
auntie,
to
uncle,
me.
brother, sister, mama.
Them bears and bubbles.
You
Bubbles. Come on. Everything that I ever wanted. That I ever needed. Will be given to me.
Tell him
I
fuck
stop
you.
Craig Mom and myself. I stop Craig Mom and myself.
With the bears in the bubble.
Hey,
What?
hey, I stop Craig Mom and myself. I stop Craig Mom
Family.
and myself.
Bears in the bubble. Hey, hey, hey.
Feelings.
Hey, hey, hey. Y'all know what time it is. Can we start off with that good feeling? With that Handala Robo Shy.
Eshekiete.
Oh,
Robo Shy.
Yes,
Sauce.
Dabba-doo, 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 day. Day. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you for
Praise his
another
name.
morning of welcome to Bears and Bubbles, the morning show, where we call this motherfucker new way, new day, new view, new you, goddammit. Every day is a new way. Every day is a new view. Every day is a new motherfucking you. We going to do what we do every morning. We going to see our first five. Our first five this morning, our man. Mel America's brother, we glad to see you back holding the door like the Archangel Gabriel at the door, sitting there at the Garden of Eden with a sword, ready to cut any motherfucker by his head off that ain't supposed to be in here. We got Melica Miracles at number 1. We got Lorenzo Smith at number 2. We got Guru Dex at number 3. We got Jaron Ashton at number 4. We got Mambo's Goodies at number 5. And number 6, we got our sister, Courtney Bowman.
You are the one. Who is the one? It's Courtney Bowman today.
Courtney Bowman, your job is to do this. We're going to put paste. And Courtney, we see you are in YouTube. So we're going to hit this link right here. You're going to see this link a little bit later. And your job is to come in class and wrap the message up. Come to class and wrap the message up. That'll get you out of the 6th spot looking ugly at the door. Can I come in? Please. No, can't come in. All right. Now, we're going to do it like this. Today, I'm going to let it sizzle in your spirit. Today, we talk about momentum. Imagining momentum. That moment when your mental starts to move. You got to break that word down. Momentum. That moment. Momentum starts at a moment. You must understand momentum starts at a moment, and you choose the moment that your mental starts to get in motion. Move. Your motive. Why did you move like that? What was your motive? What was your reason? What's your motive? What's your momentum? What is that moment that you decided to move? I'll never forget. We had doing, they say first generation. I think this was second generation Bears and Bubbles. We had a moment in class where I asked everybody to throw a rock. And then the next day when Chris wanted to come into class and discuss why she didn't throw her rock, that was a moment in Bears and Bubbles. That was a moment. And from there, Bears and Bubbles became real, because before that moment, it was kind of like people understood it, but they thought I was attacking Chris, and they was just kind of like, you know what I mean? So real quick, what we talked about yesterday with this ego being in a fight, defending itself. Do y'all realize Bears and Bubbles, the reason y'all watch this, continued to watch it, because y'all saw Chris's ego up here every day, defending herself between her blue and her pink. And y'all got to see that fight. And a lot of women in the class, some of the girls made a joke named "You Cry for the Lie." And a lot of women in the class would be like, oh, he's picking on her, da 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 da, because they could empathize with her. They could sympathize. They could feel you like, oh, I do the same shit when I'm on the hot seat. I say shit and make up shit and say I ain't know what I was saying and I didn't mean to say that. I do a lot of shit, but that was a big moment in this class. We're going to discuss moments in our life when we knew shit was going to be what it's going to be forever. Well, you know you can never go back. Momentum. What's that moment? What is that moment that you decided to let your mental move? And I mean really move. And I mean not going back. Y'all get it. It's time for what? The recap, baby. Recap.
Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris.
Yeah. So yesterday, the master teacher asked us, what's our pleasure principle? You know, do you know it? Do you have one? We all got one. We all got some shit we just not gonna do, and some shit we ain't gonna stop till we get all of it.
Till we do it.
Till we do it. And some people don't have that same pleasure principle. You get what I'm saying? So even trying to make people understand what your pleasure principle is redundant, because nobody, like if I pinch Lynn, where Lynn maybe can endure might be different. She been used to getting poked, pushed,
prodded.
You know what I'm saying, playing volleyball. Well, I only had one fight. I don't really want you touch me hard with nothing.
Yeah.
Like I don't want no discomfort. I'm always making sure I'm comfortable if I can help it. You get what I'm saying? And in my true blue, I come to understand why that I wasn't like that. I don't have no prior knowledge of that, images or whatever of working hard. So there's no reason why I can't find some discipline on this end of my life where I can reap the same benefits without killing myself to do it. I wish back then maybe I would have the same experiences. However, with what I do have, I'm gonna have to move according to how I move, because that's the only thing I know. You want to add?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that whole, I don't want to interrupt though.
No,
I just
go
made
ahead.
myself
We
remember
talking
my
back and
thought.
forth.
Okay.
No.
So listen, the whole strong black woman mantra is madness. Like I had to give that up when Dee was little. That was part of my introduction into welcoming his dad into our life forever. That's going to be my moment that I described. Thank you, Source, for giving it to me. Okay. So the point of what I was saying about pleasure principle and the variance that people might have, the example that Sister Chris just used, the same would apply for pain. I mean, and she said that, but on the flip side, I was thinking about the lunacy and how we wear it as a badge of honor to be able to endure pain. And a true blue dot baby inner God self is like, bullshit. I'm just not designed or created for nothing painful.
I don't
exactly, especially nothing that I would be doing to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But then if it's done to me, there's a pain tolerance. We give birth to kids, we can get burned, we can survive things. Our body is equipped to deal with pain, but mentally, emotionally, on a regular basis, I stump my toe, I'm bent over crying.
So
you know
look,
what
I
I'm
thought
saying?
about, I know, master teacher. I know. I thought about the fact of this union, right? And people are just like, Chris, I could not be you. I'm like, that's why you not. People don't realize I have a freedom. I wake up every day and I don't imagine cheating. I don't imagine who's sharing. I don't imagine him loving someone. I understand how it feels to share and understand that it multiplies. I understand the ease that's in the air because nobody is trying to sneak around. You have to worry about that every day. I do not, and it's my choice, and I am doing it how I like to do it.
Fairy
Okay,
dust.
I'm just checking my mic
Yeah.
checker.
Yeah, I'm putting
Y'all
my fairy
keep going.
dust on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But however, my pleasure principle may not be yours.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And that's really not what we're trying to tell people. However, we are showing y'all real manifestation of people that are using bears and bubbles to write their life.
Yes. And
strategically.
Go ahead. And we know now that you are not depressed, or if you are faking, because your blue dot source would not allow you to.
Don't give a shit about them people.
that either, but just to be in pain. You know what I'm saying? It's not a willful decision
All that
that
fucking
we.
lies. I hate that lie shit. White folk shit.
Okay, you got it, Scrappy.
I'm fucking starting off by saying I hate that white folk shit. White folk shit. Great Depression. First time we had a Great Depression was the fucking 2 years after slavery ended. Of course you depressed. You ain't got no motherfuckers to work for you no more. Of course the country gonna have a fucking depression. You had free fucking labor. Everything was free. You grew the cotton free. You sold it at a marked up number of profit. Of course you're gonna be depressed. That's what white folks do. They make a sickness, then it's not a sickness. Homosexuality used to be a sickness. Now it seems like the norm. They do that shit. Who can imagine that? Who could imagine that? Quick things about, we got to imagine momentum, but we want to talk about who can imagine. I can't imagine. People say that all the time. I can't imagine. I couldn't imagine. Yes, the fuck you do. Yes, you do. What you saying is, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Something is crazy. Something is crazy. It's a difference between crazy and expectation. And there's a fine line. I'm going to show you this real quick. There's a difference between, well, the board is, I want to keep that for a second. I can just explain it. There's a difference between crazy and expectation. Every time a motherfucker get up here and tell the truth, they say, Javon, you crazy. Javon, you crazy. Boy, you crazy. You crazy. You crazy. No, motherfucker, I am truthful. You're crazy. You're crazy because you let people convince you into living a lie. Woo. You let people convince you into saying that regular shit is crazy. A man that's living his life. I never forget. This ain't no big story. This shit happened to me yesterday. This sister came up here and she wants to meet me, Chris and Lynn. And she been in the class a few times. And she said, hey, I want to meet y'all. And first thing, she said, I want to meet you. And the first thing I always ask, I'm just being real. I say, you want to meet me or you want to meet everybody? That's my way of saying, do you want to come give me some pussy? Because I will take it. Think I won't, depending on the situation. I know pussy gonna be good. A motherfucker come see you, that pussy gonna be good. So I always ask women, you want to meet me or you want to meet Chris and Lynn too? She said, ha, I want to meet all y'all. I said, God damn it. Bitch, we busy. I'm playing. That's what my blue said. Bitch, we busy. But
that's what my blue said.
My pink and my yellow said, this is a person that came all the way from here. She could be a big supporter. She could want to give me a check. You know what I'm saying? She could want, all the reasons, but I always try to meet people because I want to let them know I am who I am. But she said, that's crazy. I definitely want to meet all of y'all. She said, because I didn't know y'all was polygamous. She said, I never knew that. And I said, yeah. She said, I watch you every day. I said, but you just started watching Bears and Bubbles. See, Bears and Bubbles is more intimate. I talk about stuff during Bears and Bubbles that I don't talk about on the regular page because this is who I consider my family. These are my blue drop brothers and sisters. I can't imagine getting on Facebook every day. This my wife, this my wife, this my wife, this my life, this my wife, this my life. I don't do that. So she said, I couldn't imagine that because I've never heard you say it until I came to class and I heard it, right? What she really was saying was she can't imagine, put the camera on both of y'all real quick. Two women sitting here sharing a man this happy. Get along, no problem. She can't imagine that. Chris had clients that would come here and meet meet Lynn, and they know Chris, they know Lynn, and they see all us interact. And the clients had no clue until one of the clients, she was an old school lady, I ain't gonna say her name. She said, all right, what the fuck going on, Chris? I walked by the garage, heard her say, what the fuck going on, Chris? She said, Lynn been here a long goddamn time. She said, I'm going to tell you. She said, if it's all innocent, sooner or later, some shit going to go down. This old lady. It's time for her to leave. Yeah, this old lady was like, it's time for her to leave. But I don't have to tell the world, hey, look at us. I got a new wife moving in. Let's give an announcement. Let's get up every day. Let's have a talk about that. I don't have to do all that. Even in my sitcom, it's about polygamy, but it's narrated by my 17-year-old son from his perspective. So you're going to get that. But she couldn't believe that. She couldn't imagine two women get along so well. You know what I mean? I remember my homeboy Twan telling me, and I see him and his wife, and I know him and his wife, and him and his wife are so cool. And Damn, I said his name.
Oh,
Let me adjust the story because he's a killer. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said his name.
goodness.
Let me adjust the story.
Y'all know Master Teacher
My
is not
homeboy
from the
Fred.
streets, okay?
My
Don't let
Fred's
that look
brother,
fool
I think.
you.
Let me stop up here. I'm high. Start all over.
God did that look for him. He
No,
do
I'm playing,
not
I'm
be
playing.
on the corner.
My homeboy, I ain't gonna say his name. He's been married 30 years. And him and his wife are like the epitome of what I think is a great couple, like relationship goals, looking from the outside. And they get up and they like an older couple. They go to fucking Denny's, McDonald's, Hardee's, fucking Briggs, whatever, to eat breakfast. You seen them old folks that get up and eat breakfast. They eat breakfast together every morning. And he reads his newspaper and she reads her newspaper and they sit there and talk. I done seen them did it. I go to Biscuitville, certain places, I see this shit. And then they eat out every day for dinner. They got money. And then after that, they go their separate ways. I'm like, he said, Vaughn, I ain't touched my wife in 2 years. I ain't seen her in her drawers in 2 years. I said, what? You ain't seen your old lady in her drawers in 2 years? They look so fucking happy. I swear to God. He said, Vaughn, that's my mother now. That's my sister. That's my auntie. That's my cousin. That's my doctor. That's my nurse. That's my confidant. He said, I'm her father. I'm her brother. And they still together. And this nigga did a fucking 15 bid during their marriage. And I just kept saying, you lying, you lying, you lying, you lying, you lying. That's crazy. What I was really saying, wow, how the fuck are y'all so loving, nurturing? I've seen y'all, wished in my mind I could be like y'all, and then you tell me you ain't seen your wife in her drawers in 2 years? I couldn't imagine that. But I admired it. I could see my life like Chris has friends. Lynn don't have friends yet. She do if she want friends, but Chris have friends. Me and Chris are so not on that shit. Now I ain't gonna tell along because I fuck Chris now. That pussy good. So, but what I'm saying is we not tripping over sex. I admired what they had so much. I got that. I'm not telling nobody to live like me. I'm telling people, find what your ego can be comfortable with in the middle of that blue. I'm going to call it God, but they call it the devil. That blue God self and that religious, spiritual, whatever bullshit. You got to be happy in this world. Because you are the tip of the iceberg. I'm not going to live my life in defense of every fucking decision I make. And that's what we're doing. So imagine these moments in your life where you say, from this point on, and yesterday was a monumental class. Notice how that monumental, a momentous class yesterday. For me, it further instilled into me, nothing really matters at all. Yesterday was that moment. And everything builds from a moment. What is momentum? I said it earlier. Momentum is what? It's the moment that your mental takes motion and say, we going forward. Yesterday was a moment in my life. It was the 1 mile per hour. See, things go from 0 to 60, 0 to 100. Nothing says, hey, I'm at 0 degrees. I'm moving my fastest. Everything has to build. You have to go from low to high or high to low. Nothing just appears. Nothing shows up. Momentum, what is it? It's energy. It's energy that cannot do anything until it's released. A fucking train going down a track and nothing in its way, is love. But the second resistance is introduced into momentum, you got a motherfucking mighty crash. And if your momentum ain't moving fast and hard and strong enough, you gonna stop and you gonna get hurt. The motherfucker going the fastest is the one that don't get hurt. It's just like, what am I saying? When we crash into each other on a football field, wham! It's like shooting pool. It's like that cue ball hits that 8 ball and the cue ball stops. All the energy from the cue ball transfers into that. And that's what this class is doing. I get up every morning and I get in the fucking boom boom room and I get hyped, and then I come in this motherfucker, and Chris and Lynn, we smack y'all ass like a cue ball and we pass that energy into y'all. Momentum, 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 momentum. Imagine this momentum. It happens in video games. Guys know, you're playing the game, you get an interception, all of a sudden you say, man, the fucking game cheating. Well, the game is a central processing unit. It's a mind. And if the game see one motherfucker fuck it up too much, or one nigga playing too good, the game will change the whole setup for you. Computer just got an interception. You scored. Goddamn, man, the game cheating. No momentum is happening. All of a sudden, I done been playing a game down by fucking 21. And we used to play, if you get beat by 21, the game over. I know I was better than this motherfucker. I'll never forget it. This nigga had me down 14-0 in the first quarter and got a fumble. This bitch was about to skunk me in the first fucking quarter. And we play, if you get skunked in the first quarter, you can't play on the sticks no more that week. See, we used to play, if you get beat by 21 before the halftime, you just get off the sticks. You get 21 skunked in the first quarter, that's your ass. Ain't nobody. This nigga had me 21 skunked, 14-0, and I had just threw an interception. He had the ball. I always took pride in playing with my guy. I don't let the computer play for me. So I said, I'm going to get that pick. He threw that bitch up. I picked it with my real guy, myself. Ran that bitch back. 14-7. I kicked the ball off. He fumbled the fucking kickoff. I run the bitch in. He threw an interception. I came back and 21 he didn't have to get off the sticks, but boy, you should have seen the fucking room. Mm-hmm. I like to broke the goddamn game. Guess what? All that energy of that game transferred into that room, into us. And we was cussing and yelling at this. He felt all that. Momentum will hit your ass. People be living life and a motherfucker step on your shoe or you step on a nigga's shoe. He turn a motherfucker, I'll kill you behind there. You be like, man, excuse me. He's went through a lot of shit that day. That shit been building up. He didn't go from 0 to 60 because you stepped on his motherfucking shoe. No, sir. No, sir. You seen that guy. They showed it in the Do the Right Thing. If you ever really watch movies, you know this little shit. That guy, he went to Sal's. He said, Sal, I want a piece of pizza. The guy that had the Jordans. That moment, I'm talking about moments, that moment in time is what made the Michael Jordan tennis shoe what it is today. We're talking about moments, momentum. That guy, he went to Sal's. He said, give me a slice. The guy with the dreads, I think it's Santiago or something, with the curls, the lock. He said, give me a slice. Sal gave him a slice. He said, hey man, why ain't no motherfucking blacks on the wall? Sal said, I put who the fuck I want to put on the wall. This is my restaurant. He said, man, Sal, you better get some motherfucking blacks on this wall. Soon as he left the fucking restaurant, he was walking home. And then that white boy stepped on his Jordans. What did he say? Oh, motherfucker, you stepped on my Jordans? He was already mad at Sal.
Yeah.
He was already mad at Sal. If you just bear with me, I'm teaching. He was mad at white Sal for not having no motherfucking pizza on the wall. Spike Lee wrote that into the movie, right? Mm-hmm. Then the white boy riding the bike stepped on his Jordans. He went crazy. You don't step on no motherfucking Jordan. Mm-hmm. From that scene in the movie, it was so big, Spike Lee start being Mars Blackman, the character for Jordan, and then Spike Lee from Do the Right Thing. Nike was smart. They say this a moment. Nike looked at that movie. They said this is a moment right here of how niggas love these fucking shoes.
Yes.
Let's take Spike Lee out of this movie. And Spike Lee was in the commercials. Hey, look at Jordan, look at Jordan, look at Jordan. It's the shoes. Do he jump so high? It's the shoes. It's the shoes. Mars Black. They created a character. Still the top selling shoe to this motherfucking day. Moments in time.
And he can't even hardly change. All the movies came after that where he really trying to deposit into, or maybe even fix what he let start.
Do the Right Thing, probably the best black movie ever.
Air Jordan.
Do the Right Thing is the best black movie ever. That's what people don't understand. Do the Right Thing is a perfect example. Spike Lee was saying, do the right thing. Why the fuck is you mad at this Italian for having a restaurant in your... Go get your own fucking piece of shop. And then he showed they tore down their own fucking neighborhood.
They ain't get it. Still doing the same shit.
You goddamn right. Do the Right Thing was one of the greatest movies in black culture. But what's your point, Javon? That moment in that movie with that tennis shoe. We're talking about moments. We're talking about moments. I'm building my momentum. I'm writing my sitcom, and I get up in the morning earlier now. I used to get up at 4:44. Now I get up at 4, and I write 1 page a day on my sitcom. And even when I feel like moving forward, I'm still just fucking with 1 page because I find that I write that 1 page, I think about that shit all day, and the next page gets better.
Okay.
The next page gets better. Now, there's going to come a time where that momentum going to be growing so hard and my hand's going to keep going. I'm going to be able to type out 2-3 episodes in 1 day. But I'm waiting for that, what? Moment. I ain't trying to rush the moments. That's all you're doing when you take a girl on a date. A lot of niggas heat check the woman every 5 seconds. Hey, how you doing? I'm Javon. Nice to meet you. Want to fuck? Heat check too early, bro. Can y'all drive, listen to a good song, open the door in the restaurant, take her in, she get a little wine in her, drink good. You look at her across the table and say some shit like, this is a dope ass night, ain't it? Hey, stop heat checking too early. That ain't your moment. She'll let you know the moment. She'll let you know the moment she get in the car. She'll reach and grab your hand. She'll put your hand on her leg. She'll reach over and grab your dick. Something.
You know.
Nigga, heat checking. You fucking up. Let the moment happen. You will know exactly when they got them slide in. That's what we do. They call it first base. Kiss her. See, can you get a kiss? If you can get a kiss, what do we do next? We kiss the neck. Shit that don't feel good. We're just trying to create a moment. Shit that don't feel good, you kiss her neck. She like, that shit tickle. That shit don't feel good. That shit don't feel good. And then what do? Now, maybe sucking her titties. You try to suck her titties. If you suck her titties, you're going to reach for the pussy. You ain't going to try to stick your hand in the drawers first. You building. Then when you go to the goddamn, pull them goddamn pants, and if she raise up, that go your moment. You know you're going to fuck. You know you're going to fuck. If she goddamn raise up and cover her face, why do women do that? Why do women cover their face or turn? It's like
it's bad being bashful.
It's like you can have the pussy. Eat me, nigga. Bend my asshole. It's like, where is this little bashful moment from?
If a woman don't do that, it's gonna not be.
You can have the pussy.
After the hands come down.
But you building the momentum. Everything don't just start, and your life is the same way. You got to build some momentum on your life. We're talking about rampaging. 17 seconds, building the momentum. If you think about some 17 seconds, you've created some reality. Yep. I didn't make that up. Shit, Abraham Hicks said the shit. I'm going to say 16 seconds or 18 seconds. So she can't count. 21 seconds, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I got this shit from Abraham.
21.
I ain't gonna tell you no motherfucking Psychology just seem right to me.
Yeah.
You sitting there and think about some shit before you know it. You attach a thought. Before you know it, you either in heaven or down in the dumps.
Yeah, and it happened.
You think about it too long. So when I get up in the morning, I'm just gonna rampage 17 seconds on my day, man. It's about to be a mean, beautiful, lovely fucking day. I'm expecting. I'm waiting on so much shit to happen, man. I throw shit in there that I never expect. I might get my dick sucked by a white girl at the goddamn 7-Eleven. Anything I throw in there. What? It's imagination. See how you're making your face? See how you're making your face?
Yeah.
No, listen. It's imagination.
Yeah.
I'd rather get up and say, hey, man, I'm going to see a unicorn and see a fucking dragon today than to say, hey, man, I'm going to get stopped by the fucking police or get killed or watch George Floyd. I'd rather get up. I told myself, and I've been doing it. I've been watching them kids movies, and I'm going back. I'm watching all them Lords of the Rings and Harry Potters and Waldorfs. And I'm watching that shit. I'm escaping this world. I'm watching all fantasy shit. I used to hate fantasy shit. I used to only watch documentaries, but I done learned enough. I'm going back. I want to know what Waterloff and Gandalf and Slaloff and all. I'm going back. I'm watching all that shit. I'm watching Game of Thrones, Werewolves, man. Goddamn. I'm going back. I'm watching all that shit. Whenever I want to see something, take me away. Don't take me to Netflix so I can see some kids kissing. Some goddamn gay folks. Take me away. I couldn't imagine that shit at one time. I remember as a kid, I'd be sitting there watching Victor Newman and Nikki kissing. I'd be like, take that goddamn shirt off. And all of a sudden, they get the kiss, and all of a sudden, Calgon, take me away. Whole new commercial. And it always be woman shit. You want to get a Kirby vacuum cleaner? Yeah. They give you the commercials based on who watching this shit. Yeah. Soul Train. Luster's pink or moisturizer. They ain't gonna advertise no stock market shit doing Soul Train. Sprite, Coca-Cola, Dukes, hair products. Yeah. You can't imagine looking up and see Soul Train. Hey, what's John T. Lynch, Merrill Lynch? You can't see that shit. What's your point, Javon? You have to understand there are moments in your life. There are moments that you must take that mentality and run with it. Run with it. You got to ride the wave. That's what they said, ride the wave. I was sitting back 3-4 years ago. Hop said a picture he had on an talking about Forex. I can help you. 4-5 years ago. And guess what I'm doing? Let me get on that wave, Jack. Let me get some of that momentum, Jack. That's what you got your blue dots for. Hey, you ain't got no momentum. I can't get on. Shit. Bye-bye. Let me ride your wave. Yes. Let me ride some of that wave. Hey, Keith Randall, you started the school, boy. Let me get some of that motherfucking wave. I'm gonna be in some of them goddamn pictures down there. I got degrees. I might be the goddamn principal. Let me get some of that wave, baby. That's a moment right there. That's a moment for me, goddammit. It ain't got to be my moment. A 21-year-old black boy started a school, and we ain't going back. That's a moment in time, goddammit. Let me give you some examples. Malcolm X said, goddamn chickens coming home to roost ain't never made him sad. That moment in time, you going away from here. They killed him. Martin Luther King, it's always something about imagination too. He said, I imagine when chicken come home to roost, the farmer happy. Well, it's time. Because what you did, you put an image in the world's head. Bye-bye. Yeah. Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. When black kids and white kids sit down together. You putting the image out there. Bye-bye. John Lennon said what? Imagine all people living in peace. You may think that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That boy started a school. I'm not comparing to them. I'm showing moments in time. He just did something. We gonna haul ass as a race. Yeah. We gonna have a lot of schools. And they're gonna be private. Because the corona done showed us that we don't got to send our kids in there with them. That's a moment in time.
And the fact that we've been sending them, we don't know what the fuck they being taught and how to teach them.
Momentum got the bill. Started one school in Georgia. But see, guess what? Umar Johnson, in all his fuckery, he got it going. Mm-hmm. He got the idea that could be possible.
Yeah.
In all his fuckery.
Yeah.
I don't knock that man. I think he a fucking charlatan. Shit, I think all pastors are charlatans. But my favorite motherfucker walking this earth is Pastor Andy Thompson. Sometimes you got to get the talk and the idea going. Mm-hmm. Motherfucker Johnny the Baptist said, it ain't me. But it's a motherfucker coming after me, better than me. We ain't had to do nothing but open the goddamn forefront for the niggas. Mm-hmm. I said I was going to start a school. Hey, man, I might have just been John the Baptist. Here come Keith Randall, little young 21-year-old Thundercat.
Hey, ho!
And he told me, he said, before I met you, I was a hotel nigga. He said, you changed my mind. So you goddamn right I'm going to be down there in that goddamn picture. Give me some of that motherfucking momentum, baby. Give me some of that momentum, baby. It's currency. That's what it is. It's a current. It keeps flowing. A current ain't nothing but a wave, rod wave, rags to riches. You got to go from rag to riches, goddammit. It's got to start somewhere. Hey. Rag to riches, rag to riches, rag to riches, goddammit. It's a wave. Let me ride your wave. Let me get some of that momentum. Let me get some of that current. Fucking Eloriston started making goddamn maxi pads. All this shit going on around, fuck around, and that shit take off. And guess what I'm gonna say? Ride the riches, ride the riches. Let me get some of that momentum. Ride the riches. With Keith insurance shit take off, I'm gonna be standing back with them cakes. Ride the riches, ride the riches. Because everything you get is just through somebody you know. Mm-hmm. Everything you do is a connection. I was thinking the other day. Fantasia song, When I See You. I was just thinking about some songs. You ever notice the women that sang about love, married, and happy? You ever notice that? Go back and think about every woman that sang about love. Whitney Houston sang about love, married. You know what I mean? Tamia. All the women that sang about love. Fantasia came out. B-A-B-Y. This goes out to once I heard her sing that song, When I See You, When I See You. We're going to play that for the end. We're going to talk about the momentum of that song. See, songs don't start off like this. Hey, baby! You can't start. You got that. I see your picture in the mirror. I start to fast when I say your name. What's happening to me? On the dark, can you tell me what it means? I wrap my head in my pillow. I'm staring at the window. What's on the star for a sign? What's the reason? You see what I'm saying? It builds. But when Fantasia sang that song as a dude, I watched the video and the vision in my head. I said, wow, I want every woman I know to feel like that about me. When I first met Chris, David Ruffin had a song way back in the day. Never, 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 never change. I never change one single grain of sand. Kanye West sampled it. David West said it was called A Common Man. David Ruffin, common. I have dreamed a dream of every common man. Oh, hoping to rise to the top. He said, I sworn by my blood to take care of you. But what if I can't? His woman said, look, you ain't never, ever got to fucking change one thing. And I meant it to this day. That's why I like Hop. He remind me of David Ruff. I won't change one single fucking grain of sand about who I am for you motherfuckers. And I won't change one motherfucking grain of sand. I lie to you before I change. Never, 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 never change. And when I change, God damn it, it's because I wanted to. I told her from day one, man up, you supposed to be my wife, but I don't see myself just fucking you. She said, I'm built for it. Okay. I'm going to hold you to it. I'm going to do you like mama used to do that little puppy when he shit on the floor. She stick his face in it so he can smell it, then whoop his ass. He know that's what you don't do. I'm going to hold you to it. I ain't changing for no motherfuckers. I
was a baby, crying for milk. And as I got older, my true blue cries for other things. And I'm not ashamed of it. And I'm going to start my mind to moving to get it. I don't want to work. I don't want to do nothing, goddammit. But this is a job. This is a job. Everybody that sent me a cash out believe that I'm doing something that's worthy. But when Fantasia sang, "When I See You," I said, uh-oh, she done met somebody. She done met somebody that she know how it feel to be in love now. All that other nigga, you ain't shit. Nah, 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 nah. When a bitch said, hey, I goddamn at the job, I know this nigga come from lunch at 12:30. I make sure I'm at the water fountain so it can be a coincidence. See, incidents happen, but a coincidence is two people co-creating an incident. He just coming from work, minding his business. She know what time. I'm at the water fountain, slipped and fell. Your daily life is based on what you imagine or what you don't imagine. You have to get momentum going. I wake up in the morning, and sometimes I find myself jokingly, y'all don't know why they said and Ihan Robo Shine, all that shit in church. You want me to tell you why that shit happened like that? Declaration. When you declare something and that momentum get the building, the thoughts, that's why I freestyle. I don't write no rhymes, because the thoughts come to me so fast, I can't write it down. So when I wake up in the morning, y'all joke, I joke, but that Ihanala Frobo shot, I realize where it came from. See, I grew up in the church. I done been saying, thank you, Jesus. I want you to come into my life. Help, I want you to heal my mom. I want you to heal my aunt. I want you over my family. I want you to fix my dog. I want you to fix my cat. Lord Jesus, I need you everything, every day. I just want you. Lord, I'm hurting. I done had an abortion. I'm crying. I'm in pain. Lord, I love you. I need you. Lord, I don't even know what the fuck to say. Lord, just come into my life and help me, God out. Lord, just come. That's what it is. That's the same thing. The universe feels that. Yeah. That's the same thing. That's where the shit come from. That's where it come from.
You don't need words.
Y'all seen that shit on The Color Purple? When they said, where's Suge? They said she finna shade Mister. Where's Celie? Finna shade Mister. Suge said, uh-oh, this shit been building. Suge said, shit, we can share Mister. No problem. I ain't got no problem. Suge said, shit, you keep him healthy. Shit, Suge like Celie. You keep him healthy. You keep that dick good for me. It ain't no problem. But when they went in there and found them goddamn letters that he had been hiding from her motherfucking sister, Suge said, this ain't about Celie. She finna slit that dick though. Y'all don't see that.
Like that's
Suge took the fuck off. I'm sure she loves Celie too. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But Suge knew this shit been building 20, 30 years. And what Suge do? Went and saved him. Saved his goddamn life. And when they got in that motherfucking kitchen, what motherfucking Celie said? God damn it, here it go. Here it go. This that moment. Mary Agnes, Mary who? You gonna let this bitch talk to you like that at your dinner table? Goddamn Celie stabbed that goddamn table. I ain't taking it no more. This done built. This that moment right here. She had to leave and stand on her motherfucking own, and it got her motherfucking kids back. Ain't that some shit? That moment in time where you had to stand up and make your motherfucking mind up for your motherfucking self, and then say, now let me go out here and Jesus on it. And I ain't gonna defend it. It's my motherfucking life. That moment in time, you cannot get up and imagine yourself nowhere but where you are. I imagine so many things. I dream every day. I get up, and before I know it, I'm like, man, today gonna be a good day. I might get some pussy. I'm gonna eat me some crab leg. Ain't a crab leg in thought. I wake up, I ain't got a fucking dime sometime. Man, I'm eating me a crab leg today. We going to the beach. Just saying shit. That's what you did as you as kids. My daddy can beat everybody's daddy. I never seen the motherfucker. He is coming to get me. You know, you just can't destroy me. You can't destroy this child mind, my momentum. And it starts and it builds. And my life is building. Oh man, my life is building. I feel so motherfucking good. I don't know how you in this class. And if you in this class, you living your best motherfucking life. And that's because your mind free. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Free your motherfucking mind. That's why Jesus said in the Bible, they said a man cheat on his wife. Jesus said, I said, if you look at the bitch, you committed adultery. Why, Jesus? Jesus said you fucked her with your imagination.
I got my mind on that movie.
You done looked at this man's wife. It's plenty of niggas that fuck Glenn and Chris right here. I don't trust none of you niggas. Y'all niggas been fucking my old ladies every morning in your mind. And I done fucked some of these women in this class. I ain't gonna call nobody's name out. We talk about MO. Momentum. MO. M-O. Mama. Under. I'm playing that joke. That's a joke. That ain't never no joke. Little joke.
Which button is
Mama
it?
Underdog. Mama Underdog.
Listen. There are moments in time. You must build this shit. You must build. You must speak over your life. You must ride your wave and be willing to let somebody jump on your wave if they good peoples. Because hop in the boat with me, motherfucker. We can roll this motherfucker gently down the stream. The heavier this bitch is, the better it's gonna be when this motherfucker get to moving too fast. Ride with me, goddammit. Ain't no fun if the homeless can't have none. Ain't no fun if my blue dots can't. Let me at them. Y'all remember all about the Benjamins? When Ice Cube had that motherfucker in the room, he was twisting his arm in that goddamn thing with the screwdriver. They said, let me get some of that shit, man. He wants some of that shit too, baby. Let me get some of your momentum.
Yes.
Let me roll with you. Because you can roll with me. But you got to start it. This moment, you create your moment. Today could be that moment for you. Yes, today can be the motherfucking moment you decide. And all you got to do is do it bit by bit, by bit, by bit, by bit, by bit.
Decide.
For long, I'm going to be standing up this motherfucker looking so goddamn good, Jack.
Ooh-wee.
Boy, y'all better be happy I'm delivered because I'll be this bitch on here hating, saying all type of shit there. That's what he really gonna be asking me to fix his hair in the morning.
I got some momentum. I was at homecoming one year and Chris was seeing this guy and she had told him she was gonna introduce me to him. I met the nigga. This nigga was a muscular nigga, old head, had a great beard. Old head. I said, shit, my bitch fucking with this old ass nigga. This nigga got gray, he muscular and shit. I said, I want to be like that. Not for no other reason that I want to be the old gray haired nigga fucking the young bitches. Woo, you gonna see it happen right before your eyes. I ain't got no big muscles now, but it's gonna happen right before your eyes. Woo! I'm gonna be up this bitch with no shirt on every day. Hide your bitch. Hide your bitch.
You can see the door and stuff. She don't care. The door is in the shot.
Oh, we good. I'm about to unhook that. I'm done.
Oh.
The camera's actually on you.
Give me that clap. Let the day be your moment. You can create it. And once that moment start in your mind, that's where it's at. Build it in your mind. Hey, look, let me tell you something. I thought about going to the gym every day months before I ever went one day.
Yeah.
I'm building that boom boom room in my mind. God damn it. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah. Let's give it up for the master teacher. Platform. Yes. Yeah. So listen, okay, I got some thoughts. Where's the thoughts? Lord. First of all, when we talking about your pleasant principle from yesterday, remember that war is called cognitive dissonance. It's a real thing happening because your brain is like, you can't trick me. I was there.
Yeah. I'm the one gave you the idea.
Yeah, like, what do you mean? Like, no, and I'm not gonna let you do that to me. I'm not. That's where I draw my own line.
Mhm.
You is not going, you could damn erase all the other shit. You could fuck with your working memory and all that shit. I was present. I sent you there. Some other shit happened when you got there. And I'm not about to fucking confer with you on this.
Yes.
I'm not.
We wanted chicken wings, and this is pizza.
Yeah.
Not
I
the
can't
same.
pretend.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
gonna
not gonna
pretend.
pretend for
Yes,
you.
exactly.
So if y'all don't know what that is, go look it up. There's plenty of videos on it so you can see this is not some made up shit. This is some real shit that you are experiencing, but you are causing it on yourself. Let's be clear. You are causing it on yourself. I thought about the buildup of momentum, and then I thought about fight or flight. That's what it is a buildup of momentum, of the dominant momentum. Like you said, if two trains are coming, you get what I'm saying? Whoever exerts the most force at the moment is going to push the shift. And what made me see that, I was watching a concert, Al Green concert. And I saw how you had this one group over here, them women was grooving. Then I looked at what they had. Then I saw the women over there that wasn't really moving. So you know how when you be at a concert, like, oh, let's see who the crunk is.
Yeah.
The momentum of the people. It could be that one person that's crunk. I can imagine this Sister Lynn in the corner going ham, and then everybody else like, ah! And that's the difference between the level of the scream on one side or another. So you could clearly see that in something that is not something that is stressful to anyone, is in a fun conversation. And so whoever you're leading attached to, they are controlling your momentum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By how they helping you to tune your frequency.
Yeah.
By what you're not blocking. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
Great fucking class. Master teacher.
Yes.
That
takes me right into yesterday, how we wrapped up about imagination and what did you just say? Oh, white people and religion, and us imagining that they can control us. And we decided that our yellow was our mascot. So we've been cheering for their team since we can remember. So they have been controlling our cheers and our boos, telling us what's good, what's right, what to fist up for, you know, and what to fight against, you know what I'm saying? So with that in mind, we was having a conversation on the timeline when Master Teacher brought up momentum and about those moments. And so the whole idea, it is exactly scientific. It is totally proven. That whole kinetic energy, potential energy, that stored potential energy is those images and thoughts, all them weeks that Grubb spent thinking about going to the gym, provided the momentum, the motivation, the emotion to make him move in his frequency and vibration to actually physically take himself to the gym. It reminded me of something they said in athletics. The momentum, the stored energy, and its ability to move you is like when preparation meets opportunity. If I've been in the gym doing my thing, I don't know what team is going to recruit me. I don't know when I'm going to get recruited, but I'm going pro, goddamn it. And I'm going to be ready when they call. Okay. So that preparation is the momentum. Me spending all of that time in my boom boom room, watching film, talking to people, getting my weight up, eating good, going to bed early, guarding my mind, not going to parties and all of that type of shit is all momentum. It's all the preparation. All momentum is preparation. Time in your boom boom room is preparation. It's momentum. Those two to me are synonymous, and that's what I'm taking away.
If I could add, that's why, like, when people again don't understand the relationship that Jay and I have, the more I understood me and did the things that I needed for me, is the more that I understand what it takes for him to be him. So even in his manifestations, if he come to me and he's talking to me, he's being truthful to me about how he feels about something that he wants, right? If he's shooting his shot, even if in my original human moment, I could feel some type of way. I understand his preparation. I understand that if he's asking me for it, it's really already done. Because he can't come and ask for something that he doesn't intend on getting. So in that moment, then I decide, how did this thing make me feel to me? Or and is that because of what I think people are gonna say? Is it something I think? What is my real attachment to how this turns out?
Yeah.
Right.
It's like this class, I dream this class in my head. Like I dream, like you remember I was saying I'm starting a master class in 3 months. And what I was doing, I was dreaming on psychology, philosophy, religion. I was just dreaming in my head. I was building that momentum in my head. And it was like one day I just realized, like, okay, this shit is foolproof. Like I haven't written it down and I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but the idea that I have, this shit cannot be challenged. Like you can bring in doctors, you can bring in lawyers, you can bring in mental health specialists, you could bring in anyone you want to. You can bring in anyone you want to. And sometimes I really don't believe people in the class understood as what's happening. I've created something, self-therapy.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a game that allows people to monitor themselves and modify their behavior. And people go places and take pills for this shit. People take pills because they can't sit down in class.
Yeah.
I used to do this shit with kids that were medicated, who couldn't sit down, who couldn't pay attention. And I introduced this. Bears and Bubbles been alive to me. This shit is where my master's in education come in. I've been trained in mental health. I was able to present some rewards, punishments, consequences, and teach some skills where kids would be like, okay, this is where I normally fucking want to jump. But I'll manage my own behavior because I desire this manifestation. And that's what nobody wants to tell you. Nobody wants to tell you that you can manage your own behavior to get what you want. But everybody manages their behavior when they down in the dumps. If you can manage your behavior when you down in the dumps, you can manage it anytime. So I don't really think people understand what Bears and Bubbles is. It's always like that. It's always like that amongst our race. You take this shit and sit me down in front of some white folks, them motherfuckers will be a fucking Nobel Peace Prize.
That's what I'm
That's
doing.
why I ain't gonna let this shit go, because I know what it is. I know what I have created. I have created a way for people to be happy and live their lives being accountable and knowing that their next thought creates their next move. And people don't understand this. People don't understand that they want us to think we need them. No, it's in you. Your breakthrough, your healing, your blessing, all that shit is inside of you. You are God. You control how you feel. Y'all go ahead.
That's what it is,
baby.
Like, that's why I can't wait. Like, that's the only reason why I want my doctorate. I don't need that shit for happiness. This going to get the recognition that it needs to, or at least the backing. When I say
She said recognition.
I know
y'all,
that's the wrong
and
word.
imagine that. Y'all,
Look, I just started going. Look,
boy, y'all are some word making up motherfuckers.
But look, let me just say this in us.
No, I do it jokingly.
No,
you
I do it for real because
She said
I ain't used to use these words. I'm just gonna be blue.
Recognition.
I
hey,
use
we're gonna have to
the
do
shit
something for that. God damn. but I
Okay,
don't know.
listen.
Next time you recognize,
I'm gonna do and gonna do it all those
next
words
time
like
you
that.
imaginate.
You use
She
that
said
word too.
recognizenation.
And I
Recognition.
stole imaginate because I like it.
Well,
I'm
listen.
sitting here
I
imagining.
like it.
Let me put the link
yes.
up, 'cause
And
who is
Chris,
it?
guess
Courtney Bowman.
guess what I imaginate you gonna do?
What?
Recognition.
Recognize.
I'm gonna
Listen.
recognize that shit.
Yeah, I'm making up shit.
We're gonna have our own dictionary.
Keisha spell it. We be
Yeah.
around here making no words. Be like Keisha could spell it. What
Let
was the
Keisha
word?
spell it. It's
What
spelled
was
the
the word
same.
yesterday? that
Courtney
we
Bowman
said,
got to come
Keisha?
in and wrap
Yeah,
up class.
Courtney, come on
And
in.
Courtney passed
Well-
the baton to Mambos. Courtney
Mambos? Okay.
was gonna be preoccupied around this time.
Come on, my
Come on,
goodies.
Mambos.
Okay, well, Mambo's gonna come in and wrap it up.
Mambos.
But
My goodies. My goodies.
Mambo's
My-
goodies.
my-
great.
Peace, family. Wonderful lesson. Wonderful lesson. So I thought about it, and it's really about getting in and getting out, getting what you got to get and getting out for the next. There's so many people in this world. We ain't the only people that got to get stuff. So once you learn how to manage your pink, your blue, and your yellow, and you know what manifestations you have to get in your pink, blue, and your yellow, you go ahead, get to that, and go. You get what I'm saying? There's no reason for all that, just the lacking. Like how you said on Do the Right Thing, you over here worrying about this Italian doing his thing. You're wasting time. So we got to stop wasting time and manifest in our true blue, true pink, and yellow to get to where we truly bluely want to be.
Truly, bluely, I like that. Give us
Yes,
an
I like
example of a moment in time that you knew that moment created momentum for you the rest of your life and you ain't turned back. It could be anything. It could be anything.
Honestly, starting my own business, being my own boss, really like, working with people, even working with people who has their own business. And you're like, y'all still trying to be corporate. I can't, you're still trying to tell me what to do. And I'm already there. I told myself to come here to get this job. Remember that, not the other way around. People forget where the fuck who they are. They forget. You got to understand what level you want to be. If you want to be a boss, then it's going to come to you. But if you don't want to be, then you got to go look for it. So I had to switch my mentality. Now I'm a boss, and now it comes to me. Just like how this class, it comes to me. I get it. So when I do the gag, that shit's going to be popping. So yeah, get that shit, Jay. Ride that wave. Do all what y'all got to do. Y'all popping over there.
She gonna start this shit called a gag for people her age that's kind of like modeled after this class. And as soon as that shit come get the popping, hey, let me get some of that wave.
Guest starring
today
on the show.
The master teacher.
And
how old is
the
she? 29. And it's all 29-year-old girls in here.
And they gonna learn that, and that's and even going deeper with
God damn it, don't you walk?
Is Mambo still up there?
No.
Oh, because even going deeper, she really wanted to teach them about the origin of words.
Yeah.
Through the way we play the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I so think they get that shit way easier because they living in the world already that say you could be whatever fucking gender you feel like. If you come out, change your gender at 3, motherfucker, you can believe you can fly. Yeah, you just can. Because you done tricked yourself to think you never intended to be.
Yeah,
that's just like I'm gonna tell y'all a quick little story about when you being in your true blue and living your life. I never forget. It was this one time I was helped giving out turkeys and food and shit for this church. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga I knew, he was like, "Yo, man, help my church give out food and shit." I was like, "Okay, I ain't really want to do it," but you know what I'm saying. The nigga sold weed, and I figured he was gonna give me some weed or hook up or something. So I'm out here, I'm giving away these turkeys, right? I never forget this shit. When we talking about slime bag and imagining, I'm sitting here saying, my stupid ass and said, man, I might run across somebody to come to the door in a nightgown and want to give me some pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this shit because I don't want to be giving out these turkeys, right? So we giving out these turkeys, and I I get to this lady's house and she comes to the door, a nightgown. She's like, oh,
course.
excuse me. And then I'm like, yeah, we got some turkeys and stuff. We giving out food. She's like, oh, thank you. Who is this from? I said, it's from the church. She said, oh, you a pastor? I said, no, ma'am, I'm not a pastor. She was like, oh, so you ain't no pastor? I said, no, ma'am, I ain't no pastor. Why you ask me as a pastor? She was like, because I was in here smoking my little weed. I said, I smoke weed too. She said, you smoke weed? I said, yeah. She said, well, come on in. I done smoked some weed with her. She said, they old country saying, she said, they say you ain't supposed to look a gift horse in the mouth. You done came here bringing all these gifts. I ain't got nothing for you. I said, yes, you do. She said, what? I said, you got something you can give me.
I gotta stop.
And it was on, yeah.
I think it's dope though.
This is the thing.
Manifestations are dope.
I'm joking, but I'm telling the truth. I know I did the Horniness series because for some reason, if I wanted to fuck them, man, it happened. The dreams of it. It's like I'm trying to say that Horniness shit was like, why can't you vibrate or focus on that? It's motherfucking women that I wanted to fuck when I was 17. That was like, little boy, and I end up fucking them in my 30s. Like, oh my God, Miss Creola, for real? I'm just attracted to them older names. Hattie.
Almost like if you're not getting no manifestations, it's just the it lets you know
you are manifesting.
No, I mean, I was about
every day.
No,
I'm sorry.
Let me rephrase that. If you're not getting anything out your boom boom room, then you are really not controlling you're not allowing yourself to get out what is going. You're not allowing yourself to get what you're putting out. Because at some point you should not be walking around just feeling like nothing ever goes your way. I never get nothing. And then maybe that was a little gummy thought, but I was just really thinking about women and how they keep saying that there's no good guys out there. And I'm like, I'm a married woman that has no problem finding guys.
All the good men.
Yes.
That
everywhere.
Are like, yo, you sure you like
good
this
men
shit?
Everywhere.
Right? I'm like, to the point that I'm like, if you don't want to be polygamous, then that's not gonna work no way.
At
you
all.
get what I'm saying? So, because I'm for sure about this.
Yes.
If not, I would, But I'm just saying, so I'm not understanding. You cannot be vibrating on men, good men, a nice man, a conversation with a man. You cannot possibly be seeing yourself across from a man.
That's what
so you don't want one.
It's in the visions.
It's in
and the thoughts. We've already determined that. But now with this series, with this episode of Bears and Bubbles, I'm equating those images. And I had before, but that was with religion, where they was like, guard what you hear. This class has put it all together. That what I'm hearing is a vibration. What I'm watching on TV is a vibration. What conversation I'm having is sending out a vibration. So yes, in all of those things that I'm allowing to be subjected to me, I feel like I am a canvas or I'm a record. Like it's a permanent impression that is made that I can't, or it's challenging, difficult to take out. And so it's like, I don't want to get that sewn into my thread, into my DNA. So when you say that the women aren't manifesting no men, that's because they not mastering their own bait and got their mind on the good man, on seeing themselves with a good man. What does your good man look like? What he sound like? What he smell like? What he feel like, girl? How he talk like? So that way you know it when you see
that's
it.
What I'm saying.
You
maybe
got to have
seen
it. Yeah, maybe maybe
it's too broad. You
too
need
broad.
to be able to see the rear view. You know what I'm saying? Just something real, because we are at a time when people get so many things to choose from that it allows them, but
too many options.
And then, but if your vibration, I think if you feeling good, when you bump into the right thing. Yeah. If you feeling irritable, you just everything just feels
like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, so you can't tell when you get the good zaps because you walking around feeling zappity all day.
A lot of shit I don't understand when people say that there's no good this or that. Like, goddamn, the whole opposite gender is bad. Nobody in your town like you. Nobody on the internet like you either. God damn now.
Nobody you know that knows somebody
Fuck
else
out
got
of here
a
with
match
that
made.
bullshit.
I saw a midget the other day walking. If I could have stopped
Took
at
a
the light, I was
picture.
gonna send it for my boy right there because I
Hell
know how you
yeah.
know
I
friends
love
look
them.
out for
Hell
friends.
yeah, friends look out
They
for
need
I'm
it,
riding
they
the
might
midget
need
wave.
it.
Midget men. Come
Oh.
on in.
Oh shit!
I'm just saying to help him in it. Where
Yeah.
there's a midget man, there's midget women.
Yeah,
So
take
that's
me
for
to them
him.
midgets,
Y'all
G.
going to y'all? I don't want to go there.
I got a thing for midgets. I got a thing for midgets. And I don't care. I don't care, and I'm not going to defend it. I want a midget because I feel like my dick going to look real big up against her.
That's
you
all.
got a testimony on the timeline.
Testimony on the
Anybody want to
timeline.
come in? Look, before we get out of here, anybody want to come in?
Oh, yeah,
and
today
this-
is Friday.
Yeah, today is Friday. Y'all hit that Cash App. Y'all hit us with a Cash App.
Today is
Give us some currency.
Friday.
Listen, if you are not near me and you can't think of a wave that you particularly have for me to ride right now, just send me a Cash App. That's currency. That's a wave. I'll ride that bitch all the way to the reefer man or all the way to the grocery store. Yes, sir.
And the testimony for today from the YouTube timeline goes as follows. It's coming from our brother Ross Howard, and it says, my acceptance into my grad school has manifested during this 3-month time listening and learning.
Yes.
Yay.
Rags and riches. Rags and riches. Rags and riches. Rags and riches.
You already know.
Man, let's listen to Fantasia, man. Can we jam her? YouTube gonna flag me if I do that. I already know this. Let's listen to Clark Sisters.
Oh, what's
Yes,
the
sir.
fairy tales?
Yes,
'Cause that's kind of like when you say you know, you wound
Come
up
on,
at the water
Tasia.
fountain at the store.
Yes,
I
Lorenzo
remember.
said
Look
he would.
forward to something today.
Yeah, let's listen to some Clark Sisters before we get out of here.
You know, I had a time of my life, and I just
This Clark Sisters produced by me. Imagine, hold on, let's say something real quick for you. Imagine a nigga sitting in the house with 2 older women. These bitches, I'm just playing. and saying, hey, why not produce their album? Let's make an album. What did y'all think? Like, let's make an album. We started this. Look, I ain't gonna front, man. I had went back and I was listening to that fucking Black Widow Spider with Chris and Shamika the other day. I was listening because I was looking at an old class and that motherfucker came on. Black Widow Spider. That shit was so hard.
Ain't no fucking way.
You can deny her. We're gonna get into my man Cola real quick. Cola, talk to us, brother.
Come
What
on.
up, man? I would be remiss if I didn't get up here and talk about momentum, even just with me and you, Chief.
Yeah.
Like, so many points of momentum that we experienced through these last, 15 years almost. You know what I'm saying? You look at it like from the mental health joint. When I came to you that time, I said I ain't had no job, to where I ended up at. You know what I'm saying? Just off the, mental health joint, the joint we started doing with the even my MEBL joint, your joint with the comedy joint you was doing. You look at all the momentum, the sparks of momentum that we just had. You know what I'm saying? Like how that train moved. You know what I'm saying? So I would be remiss not to get up here and even mention all of that. You know what I'm
We
saying?
definitely been riding each other's wave, and I'm gonna holler at you this weekend because we gonna grill something. So you already know what time it is. We gonna ride them goddamn wave this weekend on the grill, baby. Appreciate you. I love you, bro. So let's go back and let's listen to the Clark Sisters, man. This Chris and Lynn, you already know. This was fun.
You know,
Y'all sing this
I had
shit.
a time of my life.
And really, that started from
And I
my
just couldn't figure
imagination
out
of Total Woman.
at what point
This
I
girl makes me
realized
think I could do
that I was having
anything.
the time of my life. And then it dawned on me.
Y'all go get
It
it.
was when I first met you. Before I gave you my number. Before you ever approached me. I knew it was you. That's why I stood by the bread so long.
Baby,
Because I knew
you wanted me to.
Fairy tales don't come true for people like me and you. And I know you're feeling me from the first time. You love me right, and I can't deny. Boy, I don't wanna lose your love. I'm telling the truth, Dr. K, boy. You know I'm thankful for what we have, 'cause I found love at first sight, and you walked in my life.
Closer than we ever been. Shit, we ain't never been friends. Fell in love on the first night. I believe in love at first sight. I've been praying hard all my life. I've been wishing on a star all my might. And for the first time in my life, everything is all right. So we gon' take it up to a new height. And we ain't give it up, boy, we gon' fight. We ain't gon' stop till we get it right. Boy, you already know you the love of my life.
Get closer to you, baby. You already know. Get closer than just friends. Boy, I know you know. Get closer to you, baby. You already know. Get closer than just friends. Boy, I know you know. Fairy tales don't come true for people like me and you. And I know you're feeling me from the first time. You love me right, and I can't deny. Boy, I don't wanna lose your love. I'm telling the truth. Boy, you know I'm thankful for what we have. Found love at first sight, and you walked in my life. Closer to you, baby. You already know. Closer than just friends. Oh, I know you know. Get closer to you, baby. You already know. Get closer than just friends. Oh, I know you know.
We in the groove, baby. Can you feel it? I do. So if you down, let's dance forever. Let's dance forever, baby. Get it, Chris.
Ooh,
We got a brother on here, my man Rick. He's got a documentary. He's got a documentary called Black Beach, White Beach. It's on Netflix or Prime. Please, I suggest it's amazing. You'll be amazed at this documentary this brother did called Black Beach, White Beach. It's amazing. Check that out. But he also did a documentary on chitlins. That's his name right there. Rick, Journalist Integrity. So I had made a song for the Chitlin documentary, and he asked me to play it. I think I just found it. I'm hoping that this is the right version of it. It's Friday. We fucking off a little bit.
Fucking off on Friday.
Say it in
Cause
your-
it's freedom when you.
And I missed the feast at grandma's house. Collard greens, everybody vegan now. Everybody fried chicken, cornbread, shit. We had chitlins, slavery food.
First we gon' eat good, then have fun with our loved ones. So have some, your family. They gave us bad, then we made it good. And now they laughing at slavery food. You had to eat what they gave to you. Gotta eat to live. We've been struggling for so long. We don't know where we went wrong. They gave us bad, then we made it good. And now they laughing at slavery food. You had to eat what they gave to you. Gotta eat to live. Now once upon a time there was family, but we don't talk like we used to do. And we may never see the happy ending, 'cause we don't get together no more. We don't chill no more. We've been struggling for so long.
We've been struggling.
We don't know where we went wrong. They gave us bad and we made it good. And now they're laughing at slavery food. You had to eat what they gave to you. Gotta eat to live. Family ain't what it used to be. The apple done fell too far from the tree. Family ain't what it used to be. But we gon' get together with each other, have a feast. We gon' eat good and have fun with our loved ones. So have some, your family. They gave us bad and we made it good. And now they laughing at slavery food. You had to eat what they gave to you. Gotta eat to live. We've been struggling for so long. We don't know where we went wrong. They gave us bad and they made it good. And now we're laughing at slavery food. They had to eat what they gave to you. Gotta eat to live.
Boy, I forgot about that.
I
That shit
love
feels
it.
so good.
Yes, I was trying to get him to play it when he went live. He was like, I need a gospel song with church songs. When it live, he did in the living room, and I put on the timeline, play Slavery
You know what's
Food,
crazy,
man.
You know what's so crazy about that song? Because and this is what we talk about, imagination. When Rick had asked me to be in his Black Beats, White Beats documentary, I was kind of fucking off a little bit, and then the very weekend that I was supposed to finally do it, some shit came up, and he ended up getting Umar Johnson, so that was a big thing for him too. But I was gonna be in that fucking DVD, so he was like, "Well, make me a song this time," and I was like, "All right," and it was like, who makes the DVD is about chitlins, and he's trying to show how we how Black people, you know, shame each other, but he goes into the history of this. Anyway, I'm like, a chitlin song, how the fuck do you make a chitlin song or make a song for a fucking chitlin documentary? And I was just like, and it a lot of time went by because I just couldn't. And then thinking about making the beat, much less making the beat, making it feel like that, and then making it feel like something, but also writing a song. And I just got to thinking, like, man, food is the thing that Black people came together around. And it's like we've been struggling for so long. We don't know where we went wrong. They gave us bad and we made it good. And now we laugh and call that shit slavery food, but they had to eat what you gave them. We've been struggling for so long. And it's like, once upon a time we was family, but we don't get together no more. And maybe, you know, y'all know the song, y'all just heard the song, but that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't even think about that's his documentary. He already got one documentary on Prime or Netflix. You know, I produced and wrote that song. That's me. I produced that song. Imagine that. I produced that track. I wrote that song. I sang that song. I recorded that song. And I mixed and mastered that song.
Is there a link to the documentary they're asking?
The documentary is he's finna put the documentary out.
Oh, okay.
I didn't put the song out because the documentary because of the documentary, but you know, I never let nobody hear that song before other than y'all. But then once he said play it, fuck it, let's play some more Clark Sister shit real quick. Fuck it, it's Friday.
What's that church one that with George? You and George.
You know, I can't. A lot of that stuff I just can't find. I mean, I can find, but at the time,
you gotta have a little, like,
yeah, I got, man. Let's play White Girl Wasted. Let's play White Girl Wasted. It's Friday. This Kristen Lynn. You know, we like having fun in here, using our imagination. We just make music. You know what I'm saying? Me and Chris was in the studio last night. fucking off making some music. Let me see, can I find White Girl Wasted?
You know the name of the documentary he putting out?
It's called Chitlins. Some about Chitlins. I can't remember.
Is he up there?
He Rick. If Rick up there, shit, he'll be able to say it.
Okay.
I can't. But
The-
please
the
go
old-
see
the
Black
one
Beach,
that's up-
White
yeah,
Beach.
that's
That-
up.
I
Black
thought it was
Beach,
just
White
gonna be
Beach.
some motorcycles. Man, that shit fucked me up, man. Like
It'll come up.
that shit fucked me up. Like that documentary, really, that was a moment in my life too. Like, wow, this man right next to me as he did this shit. This nigga be coming over my house. Like, you know what I mean? Let's see. Let's play White Girl Wasted.
Ricky.
Share screen.
Whoever gave us a thumbs down better not still be. on the
Somebody
chat
said
room.
that.
You know how people are.
You better not still be here watching. I just peeped that. I don't appreciate that.
Girl, yes.
This White Girl Wasted, Chris and
Close your
Lynn.
eyes. We're going to the boom boom room.
I'm gone, I'm low, I'm thrown, I'm white girl wasted.
I'm blown, I'm
And even though we're grown, I know for sure you wanna take it.
Take it.
Whatever you want, whatever you need. I'm feeling so free. Come and take this pussy from me.
I've been feeling real freaky. I ain't fucking no weed.
Oh, wait.
You done bought all these strings. Now this pussy on me. We gotta call it a freak. They ain't got nothing on me. Cash ass or grass. They ain't rhyme for free.
I'm low, I'm thrown, I'm white girl wasted.
I'm blown.
And even though we're grown, I know for sure you wanna take it. Whatever you want,
Come on, shout it.
whatever you need. I'm feeling so free.
Really?
Come and take this pussy from me.
From you?
Lil Sway though, cause she ain't made love in a week. She been on the run for a week. Lil Shawty, you this shit, don't be humble with me. Put that gloss on your lips, why you running for me? Shawty, you gon' make me change forever. Tryna dig up in your cake whenever. Tell me why you win your games, I can pull up to your place whenever. Hit my line, I can make it better. Anytime, better late than never. Girl, tell me why you want a nigga now. Ain't hit me all day, but you know I've been around. Have me feeling like I'm missing now. Playing tricks in my brain, but I got you figured out. I'm the one that you bang when it's time to beat you down. Got me swerving through the lane, tryna pull it to the house. Now you scream my name, know I love that sound. I'ma come and take that pussy, baby. Anytime, whenever you want, anywhere. I say anytime, anywhere.
Hey, see what I say? Imagination, man. That's I mean, BJ was 19 when he got on that song. 19-year-old boy. We in here recording some shit. He like, yo, I like that shit. Let me get on that. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, she won't wearing that goddamn Dallas Cowboys dress on purpose. That was Lynn's dress.
That was so funny. Now look at
I
the
hate
source
the
though.
fucking
But how
Cowboys.
about this though?
Oh, that's
like
just too
people,
goddamn bad.
even in that video and how Source did it, like we looking for stuff to wear, right? So she come in with her shit,
yeah,
I
y'all
come
got
in
on-
with my shit. He don't like us in either. Now this, I don't even. This a real regular.
Go
This
ahead.
some real house shit that it would be funny in the show. She coming there with the shit that she like and what he suggests, and I pull out the shit I like and what you suggest. You don't like the shit that either one of us wear all the time. That wasn't what you wanted to see on the screen. Cause to you, I guess you see it loud, so it didn't seem like we should. Like maybe it won't fancy a pajama enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
We done wound up picking through shit, throwing shit around, and came out with the reverse shit. So she got on my whole night shit that you told me don't wear. And I got on her whole night shit that you told her don't wear. We wound it up on camera like that.
Mm-hmm. we shot that at the house, y'all know. So it's a lot of talent over here, man. We having fun, but y'all know what time it is. We gonna get out of here like we get out of here, man. We ask y'all cash app us, man. Help us out. Help us. Help you. Send us a cash app. Get that currency going. We love y'all, man. We gonna get out of here with the same way we come, not the same way we come in, but with that jam.
Just put the link for the documentary up.
Okay, yeah, the link for the documentary is up. Y'all check that documentary out.
Rub yourself everywhere. Make it good, baby.
Celebrate your body.
Look here, family.
And enjoy your
We
mind.
sure appreciate y'all coming out and letting us share our art with y'all. Because we believe
Supernatural travel.
is life.
We live colorblind.
There must be life. Because life imitates art. And we just want you to live your best life.
Where we
Yeah, decorated with all kinds of colors.
knows.
No lace fronts and no makeup, and choose who you want to dance
Let's
with.
celebrate
Live life
life we
and
know.
Yeah.
Let
Celebrate
it
every
all
day. Like it's your
go.
birthday, an anniversary. Just keep it funky, baby. Yeah.
Celebrate your body.
your body.
And enjoy your
All parts of your
mind.
mind. Come on, family. Find a way to keep winning.
Supernatural travel.
Supernatural travel.
We live colorblind.
In them far recesses of your
Let's
mind.
go to a place where we go.
And it's just you by yourself.
Nobody knows.
Yeah. You got all your
Let's
favorite
celebrate
places.
this life we know.
Drink.
Let it all go.
Snacks.
And it's beautiful.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it, baby.
Celebrate your body.
Man, it's 10:40. We 40 minutes over time, man.
Already
It's been a wonderful day, man. I'm happy. I'm excited. I hope you love your life as much as we love ours. I hope that you don't let this world get you down. I hope that you imagining yourself happy. I hope you don't imagine yourself sad because it's the weekend and you don't have certain things that other people have. Enjoy life. Shit, the sun is coming back out. Go outside, walk, roll around in the grass till you fucking itch. Do something other than fucking be sad. I love y'all, man. Y'all share this show with like-minded people, and please send us a cash app to help keep these lights on if you think this show has helped you in some way, form, or fashion.
Take your happy black ass to the park.
We just want
Team on two. 1, 2.
Team. Like Dream Team on two.
No lace fronts and no